Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my Minimalist bi-weekly makeup basket. We are going to talk about products I have finished, products I am decluttering, and then we'll shop my stash for products to use for the next 2 weeks. If that sounds like something you'd like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Okay, we call this Minimalist makeup basket because I'm not really purchasing makeup-ish. Like, we're not on a no-buy. I guess it would be a low buy. I am buying products to replace products. If something new and exciting comes out, I will allow myself to purchase it. But overall, my journey is to work through the collection that I already have. If you have a large collection and you pause on shopping and really dig into what you have, you realize you will never finish any of it, ever. Okay, you will finish a lot of it if you really focus on it, but it just takes a really long time. And that's the journey I've been on, but I've also learned if you only use one product at a time, you'll get through it more quickly than if you're always rotating out products or just using products a few times and then purchasing new products, using those a few times and then purchasing new products. You get it. It's just, it becomes this thing. And when you can pump the brakes on always purchasing and really lean into using your collection, you can really discover what products you really enjoy using. You can get through products and just go ahead and get rid of things that just aren't working for you. So we're going to start this video with talking about products I have finished. All right, this is my bin of empty makeups. Every year my goal is to fill the bin and make a video about it at the end of the year. So last year's is of course up on my channel. So what I have finished since our last makeup basket is Urban Decay All Nighter. This is Ultra Glow. We used that one up 100%, so it's going in the bin. The e.l.f. Wild Brow in the color Taupe. It took me legitimately over a year to use this up, but now we're to the point that no product really comes out even when I scrape it around. So that is going in the bin. We used up the Too Faced Hangover Face Primer. This is just a little mini size. I've gone through many large sizes of this, but having minis in my collection is just kind of annoying, so I just focused on finishing it, and I did. And then, dun, da, 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 the Yensa BC foundation. Mine is in light neutral. I have officially used it up. Nothing comes out when I pump it. You can see she is done. I used it. I really enjoyed it. And I have already repurchased the replacement to this, which we'll talk about in a moment. You've already seen it, but we'll still talk about it. So that feels really good. So this is how many products already I've used up for the year, which feels really good to really be using and loving my makeup products. Okay, there are a couple of products that I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. You might like it, and I love that for you, but I don't like it, and I'm not gonna force myself to use it anymore. I have actually 3 of those products. First product is the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Full Coverage SPF 18 in the color Classic Ivory. Has a beautiful pump. I knew purchasing this that it was not going to be good for me because I have very dry skin. So adding dry, matte, full coverage products to my face just is not, it just doesn't look good on me. I don't have a lot of texture on my face, maybe just the average amount, but it's like all you see is texture, and then after a couple hours of wearing it, it just sinks into every line I have on my face, and I can't. I've worn it a handful of times. I don't like it. I'm going to move it on. It is a beautiful color match for me, but we are just going to put that in my pass along to friends bin and be done with it. I did buy it on sale at CVS like last year for $3, so I didn't spend very much money. So as far as money investment, practically none, but now I know. Now I know. Next up is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush. This one is in Always Rosy. I do love these products, and I'll talk about a couple other ones here in a moment that I'm keeping. But this particular color is too dark for me. No matter what I do to apply it, it's just like a blush. Like when you look at me, you just see like a dark almost bruised streak of blush that I blend and I blend and I blend and I blend. I use a fluffy brush. I use a normal brush. I try to blend it out, but it's like it's just too dark for me. Like that's just how it is. So I will pass that along to a friend that it matches their color tone a little bit better. And then the last product is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. This is the setting mist. I just don't like it. It's just sticky. It doesn't dry down. I've tried it under my makeup. I've tried it midway in my makeup. I've tried it after my makeup. I can't make it work. I don't like my face being sticky. So I'm going to give this to someone who maybe doesn't mind it. Because with makeup, everyone has different preferences. Whereas this would not bother other people. It drives me insane. So we are going to get rid of those 3 products, and it feels so good to just accept I don't like them and to give them to someone else who will like them while the products are and still good, like they haven't expired or anything like that. So that feels good. Alright, we're going to move on to the recap of what I have been using since the last makeup basket, and part of this video or this series being minimalist is a lot of products I am not rotating out because I am finishing them up. So we kind of have a mix of things that we're going to rotate out / keep in here. So the very first thing that I've been using for primer is the Maybelline Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. Mine is in Fair Light. I really like it. I also like that you can see how much you've used. I am going to put it back in my collection and rotate in another primer, but I really enjoy this one and I will definitely be back to using it here in the near future. It is the primer that I have on today. The foundation that I'm using is, I don't actually have it on today. I'll show you what I have in a moment. But the IT CC Plus Nude Glow. Mine is in the color Fair. This is what I got to replace the Yinsa. Also because I knew I was on the fence about that CoverGirl one, that I was like, well, let me just go ahead and purchase. So this will be the only foundation that I use until it's completely used up. I have one more foundation in my collection, but it's like a summer color. So maybe that will lead me to summer where I can use this other one, or maybe I'll have to purchase something else. We'll kind of navigate that as it gets here, but I'll probably be rocking with that one for a few months. So that makes me really happy. The concealer that I've been using is the Josie Maran Vibrancy or Argan Oil Full Coverage, and this one's in Fair. I am going to put this back and put something else in my rotation to use. I feel okay about this. I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. So I'll definitely just kind of just keep rotating through my collection and see what I land on. The foundation that I'm wearing today, my friend Julie came to see me and we were comparing each other's makeup baskets to each other, and she has the Makeup by Mario foundation. So she pumped in a couple of pumps into this container for me, and that's what I put on today. I don't know what color it is, I forget, she told me, but it is a good color match for me. It's glowy, it didn't take very much to use it, and I think it is very illuminating on my face. So I'll use up this little sample. It really doesn't take much, so I'll probably get like 2 more uses out of that, but it's really pretty. I really like it, and I don't know that I would purchase that one full size, but I have enjoyed using it and seeing what my opinions are on it. Okay, for setting powders, we are going to leave these both in the Too Faced. This is the Born This Way, is almost done. Like, there's not very much in there at all. So I think I might be done with it in this rotation. If not this one, definitely the next one. And then we'll put in another loose powder. But I really enjoy this one, and I used it today to set my face. And then the pressed powder that I'm working through is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. This one is in 120 Fair, and I hit pan on it. Look at that. So again, I'm just going to use this until it's gone. I probably still have quite a bit of use on it, and then we'll move in or rotate in another pressed powder. Whoop whoop. Okay, a couple of brightening products. I keep in the Milani Supercharge Pink Rose. I have this on today. And then the Benai Pink Powder. I don't have this one on at the moment. I'll show you what it looks like. Here's what the container looks like. It's Benai Pretty Pink. I've mentioned before, I think it might be a little dark for me. I'm not sure that it actually does very much for me, but it's fun to me. It's different. It's very unique to any other product that I have in my collection. So it's been fun using both of these. So we'll keep those in. And I'm going to try to work through this. I do want to explore other correctors or brighteners, but I'll definitely finish this up, and there's a ton of product in here. So that will probably last me literally the rest of the year. So we're just going to pause in that category. We pulled a couple of products here. The Nabla Ozone Highlight, which is what I have on my face today. This is so pretty. It's baked, it's beautiful, it's so good, and I definitely will keep it in my collection and continue to love it, but we will put it back and rotate something else in. I am using the Forever Kiss. This is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. I have it on today, and I absolutely love it. It's so good, but we will rotate it back into my collection. And then this is another e.l.f. Primer Infused product, blush. This one is called Always Punchy. I have it on today, and this is a beautiful color match for me. I love that it's so bright, and I just think it really helps brighten my face up. I probably use this the most out of the products that I rotated for blush this time around, and I just truly loved using it. And I want the feeling that I have for this every time I grab something out of my collection. So to grab this and absolutely love it, and to grab this and be annoyed, that's how I know, like, okay, keep what you love. I want a collection full of things that I love, and I don't find myself skipping over anything unless it's just like a colored thing, like I'm looking for a particular color. But I want everything in my collection to be things that I just truly love, and to get rid of everything that I don't feel that way about. We also used a couple of other products. This is on my eyes today, the Maybelline Nudes of New York. I love this. I got so much use out of it. As you can see, I really dug into it. This is the lid color I have on today, and I used it a lot. This is the crease color I have in a lot, but I think at some point throughout the last 2 weeks I've touched in every one of these. This is the inner corner color that I have. This is such a great palette, and I will rotate it back in my collection, but I really enjoyed using it. And then the Too Faced Natural Face is one of my favorite face palettes. I use this quite a bit as well. We will rotate it back in, but it's so good. It's so good. I used every color in here, reached for it a few times, but we will go ahead and put it back in my collection. We did talk about Z palettes, and we kind of put one together last week, and I ended up switching it out. So this is the Z palette. It looks different than you saw it last, but I ended up grabbing this brown color, which is from Melted Stack Dark Matter, and the color is Unseen. It's like the perfect brown color. And then the black color is what I have as my eyeliner. This is just the best way for me to use eyeliner. It's called Dark Matter. And then I have this shade here, which is ABH. This is an OG pink champagne, if you guys remember when that was all the rage. But I love having this for a quick makeup look, and I like having an option that is just a one and done type opportunity for me, and both the brown and the shimmer offer that, and then the black is great for an eyeliner. So we're going to keep this in and not switch it out in any way for at least the next rotation, and then maybe we'll do something different the next time. We'll kind of see when we get there. But I did buy a couple of replacement items. Okay, I bought a couple of replacement items. One I didn't need and one I did need. I went to the cosmetic outlet with my mother-in-law, and they had 10 for $60. And I actually, the next video you're going to watch, oops, sorry, it's going to be a lipstick declutter, and I talk more in there about what I purchased. But I did also get these, the Too Faced Pomade and a Pencil in Taupe. I did not need another pencil liner because I have my L'Oreal. So this one was a like, we just got it. We didn't need it. We just got it. I'm still working through these two other ones, but it is kind of nice to rotate through these items and not just use the same one all the time. So I did purchase that, and I have it on today, and I really like the product. I like Too Faced brow products a lot. That's kind of why I purchased it. And then I got for a brow gel the Too Faced Brow Wig, and this one is in taupe. And again, I have it on today, and it's very similar to like the Gimme Brow or the e.l.f. one where it has the fibers in it, and I do really enjoy it. So this is the only brow pencil. Well, I have a couple of other brow gels in my collection. Like I have the e.l.f. Brow Lift, and then I have one more that's clear that will pull out, and I'll just kind of rotate through those and keep them all out at once. And then I have a couple of eyeliners in here that I'm still working through, the Tartiste and the Ico London Fat Liquid Liner. I'm just not great with liquid liner, so that's why I've been using the eyeshadow, but it's okay. And then my mascara is the Essence Lash Princess. Absolutely love it. It's great. And then to replace my setting spray, I got the Jumbo. This is the Milani Make It Last Extra Large. So this is 6 fluid ounces. And just as a reference, the one from Urban Decay that looks massive is only 4 ounces. So it's even bigger than that. And I love this one so much. This is my favorite drugstore, and then the Urban Decay is my favorite high-end. So this is actually the only setting spray now in my collection, which is so exciting to me. So that will be left out to use until I finish it up, and then maybe we'll see what I repurchase at that point, but that will last me a few months. So that is everything. I have a new setup with my lipsticks, which you'll see in that lip makeup declutter when it comes out. But basically, I have all of my lip products sit out here. They used to sit on my shelf over here, and they got a little bit neglected. So now I just have them all sitting out so that I can see them all. So today I threw on, this is the color Shell by Lauren Conrad, and it's really pretty. It's just this really neutral color. Yeah, I like it. Just thought I would share what's on my lips. Otherwise, I think that's all that I have to share with you guys. So we are now going to shop the stash to replenish what we're putting back. Okay, this is my highlight drawer. This has singles, ooh, didn't pull it out all the way, and palettes. We'll definitely put back the Nabla, and I am rotating through these, so I knock everything over to the side. I did not go through the minis. Actually, let me just go ahead and put back this mini. This is the Becca Opal. It did break a little bit in it, and I have been using it, but we'll just kind of put it back. I think what I want to do is keep grabbing the rotation. So we will grab this MAC. This is our Double Gleam Extra Dimension. We'll pull that for highlighters to use over the next 2 weeks. And we'll just go ahead and finish the row with this other one. This is the MAC Oh Darling. Classic, classic, classic. And then we already pulled this recently, but let's just go ahead and pull all of my MAC ones, which is MAC Soft and Gentle. And then let's just get really crazy with it and pull my MAC highlighting palette, the Hyper Real Glow by MAC. This one is in Get Lit. So we'll have, we'll definitely have lots of options for highlight this week, but why not? I feel like having fun with it. So that's going to be everything for highlights, which is obviously, we pulled a lot, but YOLO. Okay, here is my blush collection, and we are also going through item by item in this bin. So let me take these two out, because this is what we are down to. We have used all of these, and I obviously decided to keep them. So we'll add back the e.l.f. And I'm going to pull the It Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi. And I'm also going to pull this one. This is the Flower Beauty Blush Balm, and this one is in the color Cinnamon. I still haven't used this because cream products frighten me a little bit, but I see everyone online using them, and I'm like, you know what, I have them in my collection, so I might as well just play with them and see what I think. But I'll still have this option here that I know I like, so we'll report back. We'll report back. Okay, this has some eye singles, my primer, foundation, and powders here. So I do want to switch out the primers, and let's grab the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, and mine is in the color Air, so the shade 1. And we will play with this for the next 2 weeks. Okay, we need to switch out concealer, so I'm going to go ahead and grab out the Maybelline. This is the Age Eraser in 120. So we will use this. We are good on setting powder, so we won't pull that. But I said I had another brow gel, and this is the one from Merit, and it is just a clear brow gel. So I'm going to just leave it in my basket as an option to rotate through. And I do also want to grab this. I haven't used this palette in so long. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer palette, and this has been discontinued. But I bought it when it was on clearance and just don't use it very much. So we will use this for the upcoming week. Okay, here are my face palettes and my bronzers. So we will go ahead and put back the e.l.f. bronzer. And we do have that face palette already that is bronzers and such. But let's go ahead and grab a couple others. This is Yinsa. This is a cream bronzer. It's Sunlit Glow Silk Bronzing Base. And I've had this for a while and have never used it because, again, cream products scare me a little bit, but I think it's time to use it or lose it because it's been in my collection for a year, and as you can see, I have never used it. Also, I'm a little worried that that face palette, the bronzers, I'm just not sure how I feel about them. We are rotating through my bronzers here. So I have 2 of the NARS Laguna. I'm just going to pull one. They're both sample sizes, but we'll go with the bigger one. And I will use this as a backup, and I'm sure I'll reach into it anyways for the next, rotation. And look at me. Let me just go ahead and move all of these here. I did a declutter recently, and I guess let's just kind of pack some of these in here. I guess we did pretty good on it that I don't even, back in this back part are my decluttered items. I just let sit back there. So we'll add in the e.l.f. blush in this CoverGirl foundation. That's what I reach for when friends come over and I'm like, hey, I'm getting rid of makeup. Do you want any of this? But then it's kind of out of sight as well. Looks good. I'll have to figure out what we're going to do with this container next. But otherwise, I feel good about how this looks, what's happening, and I don't know. All right, we're moving on. Okay, last drawer is more of my normal size eyeshadow palettes. I guess next time we should probably pick from my larger palettes, but I just want to stick in here at least for today. And I want to pull a palette that I know and love. We'll add back this Maybelline. And I can't think of like what palette. When I use it, I'm just so excited to use all the colors. I know for sure the Born This Way from Urban Decay I feel that way about, but I wonder if I feel that way about any of these color pops. I feel like some of them aren't like super complete palettes in themselves. Kind of dark. To the Dream Street by ColourPop. This was the collab with Kathleen Lights. Super old, but why don't we pull that? We haven't pulled that in a long time. This would be another option maybe sometime down the road, the Yes Please palette. But I already have so many like highlight and bronzer options that I don't want to have a lot of eyeshadow options as well. So if you have this in your collection, here's your reminder to pull it out and use it. It does have a lot of everyday colors with a pops of some more like fun, non-neutral colors. So we love that. Okay, here's my Vanity. I really like how it looks these days. I added this container so that products that don't fit in this little guy still have a home and they're not just all over the place on my Vanity. And then I have this, which will hold most of my makeup basket items that we have gone through. This is going gonna fit. So we'll just add this in here. We don't wanna cram things in there. This just has tools like some hair clips to put back my hair, some alligator clips. I have tweezers, a couple of different kinds. One of these little razors, or I have a little razor in here. Maybe I took it out and, oh yeah, right here. And then some pencil sharpeners. And then you can see up top where I added my lip products. And over here is where I set my base products, setting spray, all of that. So I really love how it's coming together in here. I have so many video ideas, and you guys seem to love where the content I've been posting. I told you during Vlogmas that I went through content to see what you guys really enjoyed, and I did that based off views, and that's kind of what I've been recreating. And you guys are loving it. I can tell by views. You're loving it. You're clicking on it. You're commenting on it. You're thumbsing it up. So it seems like I'm on a good direction here with the channel. You guys seem to love it. So I have lots of video ideas, but one of them coming up is I want to rearrange this room. It's been a long time since we rearranged it, and I have an idea in mind of what I want to do. So that will be coming one day. I have so many options, so many things. Okay, I hope you're all doing well. Please subscribe if you're new. Let me know what product you are pulling or revisiting from your collection, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!